Alright, today we are going to be going over a mixed number word problem. And I guess we can just get right to it. The cafeteria served pizza for lunch to 3 first grade classes. The cafeteria made 12 pizzas to be shared by the 3 classes. Mrs. Rewald's class ate 3.5 pizzas. Mrs. Davis's class ate 5 3/4 pizzas. How much pizza was left for Mr. Chapman's class? So, basically, this is a question where, okay, I guess really what this comes down to is, you could say that this circle represents 12 pizzas, the amount of pizzas that they have. And then we have 2 parts that are taken up by 3.5 pizzas and 5 3/4 pizzas. And then we're just looking for this part right here. So this whole thing is 12. So this isn't a fraction just because they are not even, right? These pieces are not even. But I just wanted to basically visualize what this is. There's 12 pizzas. These 2 numbers combined are how much got eaten, and then they're asking what's left. So it seems like this is a very common word problem. They give you the total, they give you 2 out of 3 pieces of it, and then they ask you what the third piece is. So really what we have to do is we have to add these together and then subtract from the total. You could also just literally subtract 3.5 from 12, and then from that answer subtract 5 3/4, and you would get the same thing. Personally, I like to add these together and then do the one subtraction problem. So we need to add 3.5 plus 5 3/4. Now, these do not have the same denominator, so the first thing to do is change them into the same denominator. I know that 4 is a multiple of 2, so the least common denominator is going to be 4. So all I have to do is multiply this one by 2/2, because I know 2 times 2 is 4. So this becomes 3 2/4 plus 5 3/4. So now I can add the fraction part. 2 plus 3 is 5/4, and then 3 plus 5 is 8. So we're at 8 5/4, but the problem with that is that this is an improper fraction within a mixed number, which is never correct. So we need to change this improper fraction. I know that 4/4 equals 1. Really, to just change an improper fraction, all I'm doing is dividing, right? 5 divided by 4. So 4 goes into 5 one time with a remainder of 1, right? 1. So it's 1 time with a remainder of 1. So that means that 5/4 actually equals 1, right? This becomes the whole number, and then the remainder becomes the numerator, and the denominator stays the same. So it's 1 1/4, and then plus 8 for the whole number, which is 9 1/4. And now we have to subtract 12 minus 9 1/4. Now, how I like to do this is I like to borrow from the whole number, 11, and then I use the denominator of the other one, so it's 4. So
that means that 1 is equal to 4/4, so it becomes 11 4/4 minus 9 1/4, and then I can just do 4/4 4 minus 1, which is 3/4, and then 11 minus 9 is 2, and the answer is 2 3/4, as you can see here. So, yeah, so that's how we do this. This seems to be a common problem, where they give you the total, they give you 2 out of 3 pieces, and then you have to find the last piece. That's a simplified explanation of it, but really this seems to be like one of the most common multi-step word problems that I've seen, and it's not only with fractions. I've seen it with decimals, I've seen it in just numbers, so this is a very common type of word problem.